Hello and welcome to our adventure across Costa Rica.
Hi everyone, welcome to the video where we will tell you what to do in the 14 days traveling Costa Rica. Please note that we're not talking about staying on the ocean side because we spent a whole month in Nassau and there will be a special video just for that. So right now we're traveling in the north of Costa Rica and then we'll be going down to the Caribbean side. We have 14 days and each day we'll be doing something new and we'll tell you if it's a yay or a nay activity.
We started today in the Rincón Vieja National Park with a day of volcanic activity, thermal baths, and a lot of nature. Continue watching to find out more.
So we just started traveling around Costa Rica. This is our first day out of Nassau. Sleep pad, kind of doing Pilates, yoga and relaxing, and now we're back on the road. We're in Rincón Vieja. It's a park in Costa Rica, quite big. It has volcanoes, wet forest, cloud forest and dry forest. And what we recommend is to find a package on Get a Guide or whatever other app you find, but we'll link the one we used. It's a full day package starting at 8:30. First you go on a trek around the volcano areas, learn about the area, around the geography and plants and animals. Then you can swim in a natural waterfall swimming pool with very cold water, but it's amazing. And then chill in the hot baths. So we're now in the hot baths. Each one has a different temperature. There is one just across there. And then there are other pools which are warmer and hotter. And you can really enjoy your time here. You can take it, as many hours as you need. There is no limit. Also, each pool, as I said, has its temperature, so there is quite cool contrast between hot and super hot and then cold again. And then there is a river in which you can bath with the basically icy cold water, which is very cool.
Mud.
And then Jack is telling me I have to say that there is also a mud experience where you can cover yourself in mud and just let your detox of your skin and just enjoy. Basically a really good package and worth staying the whole day in the park.
Hi guys, today is day 2 of our Costa Rican adventure and we had to make a last minute change of plan because the tour that we were planning to do in the Guanacaste National Park was cancelled due to the river overflowing
the night before.
So our piece of advice when traveling around the wild parts is always have a backup contingency plan just in case. Luckily, we found the night before this amazing tour of La Leona Waterfall.
Yes, so what we did today is we got to the activity and we drove in the back of the truck, standing up, holding on in the boot, which was really cool and an adventure in itself. And then we got to La Leona. It was about a 2-kilometer hike each way. Not difficult, everyone can do it. A little bit of rocks, but yeah, if you find your footing and if you don't have any injuries, you should be completely fine. And then you get to the river and the La Leona waterfall itself. And that's very cool. You go in the cold water, you swim, you climb, you have to use some muscle strength to get yourself to the waterfall, but it's really worth it. It's one of the coolest experiences I've done so far on this trip.
And then after the hike, we did a tubing experience where we went down for about an hour along the Rio Colorado, about 20 different rapids, all different speeds. It was really fantastic.
Yeah, it included level 1, level 2 and level 3, which was good. You go together with a guide or you can go on your own. They recommend to go with a guide, but the guide also lets you go on your own. You spin, you go backwards. It's really cool and fun. And at the end, you can also swim in the river, which is warmer than La Leona waterfall, but it's still refreshing, especially if you get the good weather, and we were super lucky with the weather here.
There are about 6 or 7 different tour operators in the town doing this kind of tour, but we highly recommend off-e tours. named after the owner, Offi. They were the first to set up in the town and they were absolutely fantastic from start to finish.
Yeah, thank you, Offi. Thank you, Rodrigo. This was a great day.
Hello, welcome to day 3 of our adventure. We started in the small town of Vieja. We booked a day package which had 2 tours and a Costa Rican lunch included. We started off meeting our guide at the Tenorio National Park, and we traveled along the Rio Celeste to the waterfall. We saw a cool amount of animals along the way, 2 different types of poisonous viper snakes, including a yellow one, which is very rare. It was absolutely hammering it down with rain. So there was actually even a landslide which covered the base of the waterfall. So we just saw it from the middle. It was pretty good.
Yeah, obviously the rain is not ideal for wildlife spotting, but overall we still saw the lake and the waterfall color blue, which is good as well, because sometimes when it rains a lot, it basically is the mud color. So check out before committing and spending money on doing it. Our package cost $190 for 2 people, and it included 2 excursions and a lunch. So after we'd done the Rio Celeste, we went to have lunch. It was a traditional lunch. It included fish, chicken, or other protein of your choice, with rice, beans, and a classic Costa Rican cuisine. It was really nice, actually fresh, and we both enjoyed it. One of the best meals we've had so far.
Casado.
Yeah, it's called casado. It was really good, and then also included a little dessert, which is an ice cream, always a nice bonus, and a fresh juice. So when you buy a package like this, having lunch chucked in is quite nice, because you don't need to think where to go, what to find. But basically it was at the lodge, which also had a sloth sanctuary, and that was really good because the weather flicked by the click of the fingers, and it became sunny and hot, and we immediately dried off. And what we saw was like 5 or 6 sloths. One was with a baby. We saw 2 types, the 3-toe and the 2-toe sloth, which was really good. Saw loads of frogs, poisonous frogs, and basically many other animals in the sanctuary. The guide, Fatima, was so nice. I told her that I really like frogs, and she went out of her way to find them for me. So these packages and going to sanctuary, yes, maybe it's not as wildlife as the national park, but it works if you want to see a lot of animals. That was definitely the highlight for me. You can have a natural shampoo. This ginger, you can just squeeze it. This foam comes out, and eventually when you mix it with water, it produces a foam which you can just wash your hair, shampoo with. And it smells amazing, like ginger.
Yeah, overall a great day. It was expensive, but I think it's a good package because you have a private guide at the sanctuary and a private guide taking you to the waterfall, so you can take your own time and you can focus on seeing the animals that you want to see.
Yeah, overall day 3 is good. We are happy with the amount of time we spent at each location. I wouldn't stay longer. You can't actually go up to Volcano Tenorio. I mean, you can, but it's illegal, and you need to be have a machete to cut the way through. Normally it's forbidden because if anything happens, it takes 8 hours to go up and down. So if like you will be bitten by a snake, for example, then your kind of chances of survival, getting down and then going to the hospital are very low. Yeah, it's not very puravida.
You need to be at the hospital within 1 hour of a snake bite.
Yeah, and then basically, yeah, it's not really allowed, but some people do it. But yeah, 1 day in the Tenorio area is more than enough. And now we're here in Lake Arenal. The next 2 days we're windsurfing and just doing extra little activities in the evening. But you can learn how to windsurf, how to kite surf around here. There's a lot of cool other things. And then from here we will be going to La Fortuna, which is continuing the adventure. But if you're not an active sport, kind of wind sport person, then you can skip those 2 days as well and go directly to La Fortuna. But we're here near the Tico Wind, which is the main and apparently the best place for windsurfing in Costa Rica, and if not in Central America. We arrived to our new hotel Agua Inn by Lake Arenal. And what do we see? The first thing is a big parakeet sitting on the balcony. It's with the yellow neck, just chilling, killing, enjoying life. Yeah, just on the balcony, and it just started raining a little bit as we arrived. More of the hotel we arrived to. Just a beautiful swimming pool and the river running behind it. The colors of the garden. I just love it. No, there is something so magical in being in the middle of nowhere. Just in the forest. In a small hotel where you can see real wildlife everywhere around you. You before the first lesson. Scared?
A little bit.
What else?
We'll try. Very windy here. Much windier than Mallorca.
What else are you thinking?
Ready for action.
Ready for action. Good luck. Puravida. Jack and I have a little bit of a failed situation. We were trying to get to local tribe, which is not very in existence, or like it's no longer really common in Costa Rica to have tribal people, and we were trying to get to one of them to go for a night walk and to see a ceremony there. But unfortunately the road is so bad and it's like complete fog, so the white outside you see is the cloud, the fog, I don't know what it is, and the night is now falling, and the road was so bad it was like mud in a field, not a road, with huge like holes in the road. Basically, we're now driving back defeated by the road, feeling a bit bad and sad for the people of the tribe because we agreed to come to them and, you know, it's an income for them. Maybe we'll attempt tomorrow if they can explain a better route for us, but even in our 4x4, which is a nice big car, it's impossible. But now I'll show you a bit of the road. This is just the shaking you experience going in the road. It's absolutely mad, and there is no one here, no one, not a single soul. The road is mostly stones or mud. The car is shaking. One bit of the car came off. This is the driver.
Won't be posting this till we return the rental car.
Yes, and just not good, no bueno. Yeah.
So we've just had a great 2 days in Arenal, relaxing by the lake, doing a lot of windsurfing and other activities.
Yes, we spent 2 days windsurfing. It was in the morning. Technically, July should be the quiet time to windsurf in Lake Arenal, but unfortunately, it was not. It was quite big wind. 18 knots on the first day and about 27 on the second day. For us, we're like beginner, intermediate maybe for me, windsurfers. I did it a lot as a child, but not so much recently. It was quite a hard exercise. There were big waves. You'll see some videos, but it was also fun, and the water is so good and clear, and it's not salty, so it's quite easy to be in the water. I would recommend it actually quite a lot if you're into winter sports. It's unspoiled nature, unspoiled huge lake where you can kite surf and windsurf, and there is a really good school called Tika Wind. We recommend it, and having lessons with Danny is top.
We also found this local Maleku community who are one of 6 indigenous tribes who are still living and surviving in Costa Rica. They only have 650 people left. I found their community online. It's very small. They don't advertise it anywhere. And you just arrange the visit via WhatsApp with one of the locals. And we went there. We learned all about their community, their history, and how they have lived, and about their religion and everything. It was really, really interesting.
And we painted some shells of the coconuts, and that was really good.
So this was painted by Sasha. It's a pili, toucan. As you can guess, this was painted by me, Naranchu, sloth. And this is a fufu, butterfly.
A present from the community.
Painted by
Carmen.
We had a great 2 days staying in Casa Luna, great name, named after our cat, hotel and resort in La Fortuna, which is quite a touristy area in the north of Costa Rica. It's a big resort type hotel with swimming pool and jacuzzis, and they also arrange activities from there. So on the first day we did a combo, which is basically all the fun stuff you can do. We started with a walk on the hanging bridges where we saw a lot of animals.
In Místico, Park Místico.
Then after that we went to the volcano for a walk up the lava rocks. We couldn't quite see the top of the volcano because it was very cloudy. You only have a 20% chance, but luckily we saw it from our hotel the next day. Then we relaxed in the evening in the thermal baths, which are really nice and just chilled.
We also went to La Fortuna waterfall, which was nice, but I would say if you can skip something, it's not that amazing compared to the other waterfalls and other activities we've done. The next day we did whitewater rafting, and that was really fun. We booked it via the hotel. There are many companies, different price points. I think ours was quite expensive and it included a lunch, but it was fun and it was semi-private. We only had one other couple in the raft with us and it was fun. Only one of us capsized. It's an activity to do. It's not scary. You can even do it with kids for sure.
We are in the Selva Verde biological station.
Completely wet.
Soaked through, going on an eco walk, but we've seen a lot of cool animals.
Yeah, we saw a cool frog which was spotted green and black. We'll put a picture up. And a wild boar and loads of other cool birds. And my Merlin up.
Sasha is now an semi-professional bird watcher. So we're relaxing here in Selva Verde Lodge. This is Sasha's favorite birdwatching spot.
Yes, it's amazing. So I'm just reading my writing group work and looking at the birds, and Merlin app spots all of them, and it's just such a joy to see all the beautiful colors of the birds. So we're staying for 2 nights here in the Selva Verde Lodge, which is near the big reserve, one of the biggest tropical forest, tropical animals reserve, which is called Selva Forest. It has a station which is sponsored by different organizations and where they do the tropical studies. We actually visited it earlier today. You can also stay there. It's also a small lodge, but there are a lot of PhD students who go deep into researching frogs, environmental change, carbon impact, basically anything like that. So, but we're staying close by in Selva Verde Lodge, which is different, but we can really recommend it. We're now more or less specialists on lodges. We've been to so many, and for me, this is one of the best, if not the best, together with the Sasha Lodge from Ecuador. Why? Because it's so integrated in the nature. There is just so much going on, but it feels very calm. The guides are amazing. We had a really good experience. We went for a night walk. We saw loads of things, loads of different frogs, loads of amphibians. And today, as we said, we went to the proper scientific place and did a walk there, which was, I would say, more dry. And then we're going for another birding tour, but just being here, chilling in this environment, having all the stations where you can go on your own, do your own research, see your own animals, it really is special, and we really recommend for you to stay here. So we're in Soda, in a classic place with the food in Costa Rica. The most common one is casado. That's what I'm eating. Beans and rice. I've already mixed it all up with a protein. But Jack is eating 3 carbs.
So I've got a very healthy dish here. So I've got traditional fried rice with chips and also a salad, which in this case is pasta salad. Trio of carbs.
Yeah, if you want to put on weight, come to this soda.
After that very hearty meal, it was time for us to make our way to the island of Tortugero on the Caribbean side.
We have arrived at Tortugero. It was actually quite straightforward despite some chaotic bits when we didn't know which boat to take, where to stop, but overall you basically go all the way to the end of the road, which leads you to Tortugero on Google Maps. You park your car, pay for the parking, get through the multiple people who try to sell you the boat ticket, and then you're on the 45 to an hour minute boat through the canal to get to the little Tortugero town, and then you're done. You're on the Caribbean seaside, as I am right now, watching people play volleyball, watching the turtles, hopefully spotting the wildlife just as always in Costa Rica, and just having a good time. Just a little reminder how far we are from home and from everywhere we're going next. So I am sporting España, which is 8,500 kilometers away. We also have a sign for the UK, which is a little bit closer apparently. But then we also see Australia, where we're going soon, and then UK is a little bit further away. I don't know what I was saying, but there is Australia, which is nearly 15 and a half, nearly 16,000 kilometers away. There's Mexico, Panama, everywhere. Cool. How nice is going around the world, literally.
We soon settled into our hotel in Tortugero and got ready for the next day, where we had some different activities planned, including a private boat tour with some bird watching and also a walk in the jungle of Tortugero, where we hope to see lots of great animals.
This one is completely opposite from what we were speaking about, different birds with different coloration.
Yeah, normally
male and female looks alike. The female is the leader. She's the boss.
She's interested in that one.
And she spiky back. The caiman has smooth back, smooth tail.
Oh. Follow us to the jungle. Just having our second dinner here at Tortugero, and there is a power cut, so candlelight, complete darkness, and well-charged phone, thanks God. But yeah, gonna have some local fish.
After spending a great couple of days in Tortugero, we made it back to the mainland and travelled further down the Caribbean coast to the lovely town of Puerto Viejo.
Just on the Caribbean now. Woo! Getting splashes of the waves of the water. It's a nice beach here in Puerto Viejo.
This is Puerto Viejo town. Quite chilled Caribbean vibes. It's one main road along the beach. Very nice, relaxed Caribbean vibes.
Everywhere we went in Costa Rica, when they learned that we're going to the Caribbean, they said we have to try this dish, which is the Caribbean rice and beans with chicken. And that's what I'm gonna try now.
This is our lodge on the Caribbean side of Costa Rica.
Hello.
In Puerto Viejo. It's a nice balcony, very relaxing, surrounded by wild animals.
You can just sit on this lodge, on this terrace, and then you can close the doors which have the mosquito nets, so you won't have those in. And just chill and bird watch and notice all the cool animals who just come here at their own free will, because this is quite secluded, far away, just in the middle of the jungle. And in the evening, although I don't recommend sitting out in the evening too much in Costa Rica because there are a lot of mosquitoes, but you could, because there is light, then you can read or work or have a glass of wine. This is our last day before the traveling in Puerto Viejo, and frankly we didn't do much. We just relaxed here for 3 days in the wonderful hotel in the middle of the jungle with a nice swimming pool and a nice jungle cabin. You can do many things here. You can go rafting, you can go tubing, you can surf, you can do yoga, pilates. It's a very nice little town here with the Caribbean vibes. We chose to spend the 3 days fully relaxing, immersed in our books and little projects which we're running. I'm writing the second book. Jack is working on the YouTube videos. We really recommend spending time here on the coast in Puerto Viejo, just because it has everything and will please every taste. It also feels very safe, has nice restaurants and a lot going on. So do choose Puerto Viejo for your relaxation point. This coffee and chocolate is all grown here or close by, and you can do tours to find out about the process from zero to hero.
So we're here at our hotel in San Jose at the airport, and I'm leaving in about 10 minutes for my flight. Epic 40-hour journey, 4 legs. We're getting there in 2 days. I won't know what day it is, which planet I'm on.
Jack is going to Cambodia.
I'm going to Cambodia for a fight camp, and this Saturday is actually halfway point on our whole sabbatical, so it feels crazy. It feels like a big turning point, leaving Latin America, going to Asia.
Yes, so we just wanted to say that just behind us is the airport of Costa Rica, San Jose, and we were so glad that we chose this country to stay here for more than 6 weeks in the end. It was a great journey. We really enjoyed it. The time in Nasara, just the traveling around. Visit Costa Rica for sure and follow us for the next journey to Asia and Australia.